They said my mother was confused. So why did she hide one key under her tongue? Everyone in the neighborhood believed my brothers. She's old, they said gently. Her memory comes and goes. But I noticed something strange the moment I came home after 6 months. My mother didn't look confused. She looked careful. She spoke only when spoken to. She walked slowly, not from weakness, but calculation. And when she hugged me, her hand slipped something into my palm, a tiny rusted key. She whispered just 2 words, "Don't ask." That was the first hook that kept me awake all night. My mother was 71. That house had been hers for 42 years, built with my father brick by brick. Yet somehow she now slept on a thin mattress in the storage room. The master bedroom? Locked. My brother said she prefers it simple now. But when I asked her if she was comfortable, she didn't answer. She looked at the ceiling. That silence screamed louder than words. The next morning, I noticed the second hook. My mother ate after everyone else, not because she was late, because she was waiting for permission, waiting for leftovers. When I confronted my eldest brother, he smiled. "You're overthinking. She forgets to eat." That night, my mother coughed twice. It wasn't sickness, it was a signal. I followed her quietly. She shuffled toward the back hallway, paused, then looked straight at me for the first time in days. "Not yet," she whispered. That's when I understood. This wasn't weakness, this was survival. Stay with this story and subscribe, because what comes next changes everything. For weeks, she had been erased quietly. No locks, no chains, just decisions made for her. Her phone lost, her ID misplaced, her bank visits unnecessary. They told people she was unstable, and people believed them, because abuse looks different when it wears politeness. The third hook came from the trash. I found torn envelopes, bank letters, legal notices, shredded by hand. Someone was hiding paper. Paper means power. That night, my mother finally used the key. She unlocked an old wooden trunk hidden behind paint cans. Inside were notebooks, dates, times, names. Every insult, every restriction, every document my brothers made her sign for convenience. Her handwriting never changed. That's when I knew she was never confused. She was collecting evidence. Then came the worst part, a quit-claim deed, signed 3 months earlier. Her signature was there, but one letter was wrong. My father taught her to write her name a specific way. She never crossed the A. This one did. Forgery. When I asked my brothers calmly, they panicked. Too quickly. They said, "We were protecting her." Protecting her from what? Her own house? The false calm came next. Apologies, tea served politely, promises of fixing things. I almost believed them, until my mother refused to drink the tea. She gently pushed the cup away. Later, she whispered, "They give me that when they want me quiet." I had one night to choose. Either I stayed silent and kept peace, or I broke the family. I chose truth. The next morning, I took my mother to the doctor, alone. Full evaluation. No dementia, no confusion. Perfect clarity. Then the lawyer. Then Adult Protective Services. I didn't warn anyone. The confrontation wasn't loud. It never is when justice arrives prepared. At the dining table, I laid out doctor's report, forged deed, bank records, and her notebooks. My brothers laughed. Until my mother spoke. Her voice was steady. "I knew you would take everything if I fought," she said, so I waited. Silence swallowed the room. The police came, so did social services. The house was frozen, the deed reversed, charges filed for elder abuse and fraud. My brothers didn't look angry, they looked shocked. They thought she was invisible. A month later, my mother returned to the master bedroom. She still walked slowly, still spoke softly, but now she locked the door herself. One afternoon, I asked her why she pretended to forget. She smiled. Because people drop their guard around the old, and guards drop keys. Now, when neighbors ask how she's doing, she answers, "I remember enough." And that's the most dangerous kind of memory. Some people don't lose their strength with age, they just learn when to use it.